boy CitizenEdge coming through with another banging video. If you're new to my channel, I want you to like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you ring that bell to stay updated with the latest and greatest of information. You see the title, you see the thumbnail, so let's get right into it. But hold up. Gotta pay some bills. So, do you even have a holster? Do you want a holster? Do you need a better holster? Then yes, you need better holsters. Utilize the link in the description below whenever you come into the market for a gun holster. Also, whenever you go on Amazon, think about your boy. I want you to utilize the promo code below, CitizenEdge-20. That's right, CitizenEdge-20. Not citizens, CitizenEdge-20. All of this will help out the channel greatly. I appreciate it. Now let's do a weapons check. All right. That's right. Glock 17 always loaded. And unlike any other channel, I got one in the chamber. No edits, no redos, some real stuff. So let's stay alert, safe, and smart. Put this bad boy back in the hole. Let's rock and roll. Also, gotta have that extra mag. All right. If you didn't know already, California's a 10-round maximum. It's all good. I want to provide you an update on my range bag. I'm rocking it. Yes, sir. I'm rocking it. You see that? Oh, yeah. Full soul, baby. And I'm not done. Here we go. See that? In its full glory. That's right. Tell me what you think. Do you like the patches? A little too much? Did I do enough? What's up? Comment down below. Now let's get into the video. All right, so I had a great talk with my wife and some co-workers as I was in Oakland, yes, the home of the Black Panther Party, as we discussed the current state of things. A lot of turmoil, a lot of tension as we all experience as Black Americans throughout our entire lives. This is about Black oppression. I'm not talking about black, brown, no, Black oppression. This is about Black oppression. There never was any brown water fountains. No disrespect to my Hispanic brothers and sisters. I feel you, but this is our time now. Once we deal with Black lives, then we go into the black, brown, and all lives, okay? So, focus. There never was any brown LGBTQ water fountains. There wasn't any brown or LGBTQ slave trade. There wasn't any brown or LGBTQ Tuskegee experiment. There's people who disagree and they don't believe that this is even a reality, that there isn't even a problem. So there's levels to understanding Black oppression, racism, covert and overt. Let me explain. Think of it as a house on fire. Once again, a house on fire. There are different perspectives, different viewpoints and understandings from this event. The fact is the house is on fire. First off, you have a house that's on fire. They hear about it, they talk about it, conversation is over, said and done. That's one perspective. Then they smell the house that's on fire. So first, they talk about it, then the conversation is done. Then they smell smoke. They talk about it, the conversation is done. So you have a person that hears about a fire, a person that smells the smoke from the fire. Now there's another level to this. There's a person that sees the smoke. That's a different understanding. You hear about a house being on fire first, then you smell the smoke, and then you see the smoke. Now at this point, the person is maybe thinking, wow, it's a house on fire, I see it. First I heard about it, there was a lot of commotion, then I smelled the smoke, now I see the smoke. All right? Now there, like I said, there are levels to this. The next stage is that you see the fire. Now when a house or anything that's burning, you go through different levels of the experience. We're talking about experiential knowledge. Different levels of experience. You hear about a fire. Oh, I'm in California, so they hear about wildfires. There's different levels to this. I'm gonna repeat that. You see the trend here? Look, you hear about the fires, right? And then you smell the fire as you're driving, like in California. You're driving, you start smelling smoke. Then you see the smoke, you see the smoldering, right? And then you see the fire. You go a little closer, and then you see the fire. All right? But we're not done yet. After you see the fire, you get a little closer. If you really want to know about the African American experience, whether you are living it and want to delve a little deeper into it, whether you try to read about it, try to understand it, there's levels to this. Let's go a little closer. Start to feel the heat from the fire. Oh yeah, it's starting to get serious now. All right, so let's recap here. A person that hears about the fire. Oh, there's wildfires in California. Okay, whatever. All right. Nothing to do with me. I know it's fact. I hear about it on TV. It is what it is. End of conversation. There's levels to it. And then you start to smell the smoke. So we talk about the fire, and you start to, go about your day then. Oh shit. There's smoke. All right? There are levels to it. Then you smell the smoke. Then you see the smoke. You start to connect the senses. All right? You start to connect. Oh, there's for sure. I'm just verifying what I heard and what I smelled. You see the smoke. All right? Then you see the fire go a little closer. You want to jump from the conversation, which is merely just entertainment and a negation because it doesn't affect you. The conversation about the fire, about racism, doesn't affect you nor concern you. Therefore, you don't go a little closer to where you're able to smell the smoke. All right? So as you hear about it, and as a person who is non-melanated, a person who is non-black, wants to volunteer themselves because they're not affected, nor are they bothered to go from one realm to the next, going from a conversation, which they have all the control, all the ability to stop or start or restart the conversation. They get a little closer. So they start to smell the smoke. All right? So the story becomes even more relevant, hits closer toward home, not to home, but toward home. So they start to smell the smoke from the conversation about a fire. Then they start to see the smoke. Oh, it's becoming more real, but it's still not affecting your inner circle unless you volunteer, unless you want to get close to it. As you get closer, you see the fire. Now, it's time to make a decision. What are you going to do? Are you going to retreat back toward the conversation or go toward the fire? Step a little closer. You start to feel the heat from the fire. All right? Now, this is the comparison where African Americans who realize that there is systematic racism, there's a history of racism, of murder, of lynching, of torture, of culture appropriation, and they understand how they are a culmination of all that. Then there is a people who are non-melanated, non-black, who are placed in a situation by choice to open their eyes and their mind toward truth. And they sacrifice half themselves toward this realm, whether they've married or started a family with a melanated person, man or woman, okay? They feel the heat. And that's as far as non-black, non-melanated people will get as far as feeling the heat, okay? Now we get into the more experiential end of it. First-hand accounts, those who the story is about, all right? These are people who are actually the center of the stories. They are the fire. So a person can feel the heat. The next step is getting scorched a little bit. That hit home. Those are the people who've been physically beaten, not till death now, physically beaten, the Rodney Kings, okay? Those are the people who have been affected physically by systematic racism, police brutality, all that. Then there's another level to it. It gets deeper, yes, it gets deeper. Those who are getting burned and do not survive the fire. Your George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, Trayvon Martin, Emmett Till, the list goes on and on. So don't be discouraged by those who are melanated and those who are non-melanated if they don't understand. You can only read so much. Your education can only go so far. At best, you will only momentarily and periodically feel the heat from the fire. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, ring the bell for notifications so you can stay updated with the latest and greatest information. Edge Nation, Citizen Edge, and I'm out.